Hey guys, it's Danielle with Danielle Gets It Done, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience using Hypnobabies.
Gonna love you, honey, on and on and on. I'm a morning dove singing out a song.
By the end of this video, you will learn whether or not Hypnobabies might be for you. See my link below for more information. At its essence, Hypnobabies is a program that promises that women will have easier and more comfortable pregnancies, labors, and deliveries. Many women using the Hypnobabies program have epidural-free deliveries in which they experience no pain. My first delivery was an unplanned C-section that was pretty traumatic for me, and when I got pregnant again, I knew that I, number one, wanted to go for a vaginal birth, VBAC, and number two, wanted to try to do it without an epidural. And I felt like Hypnobabies was my best chance at getting to those goals. I had to get my Hypnobabies baby. She woke up from a nap. So there are two main parts to Hypnobabies. There is the education piece and then the piece where you learn the hypnosis. And there are two different ways to get that education piece in. So number one is you can take an in-person course. It is a group setting. There'll be other couples with an instructor. My link below will give you different locations near you. And most people to that will bring a second person, whether it's your partner, spouse, doula, mom, friend, anyone who you plan to be at labor with you will do that course with you so that they will know how to best comfort you. And now I'm nursing, mom life. You can also take the education piece online. That's what I chose to do. And it's also a 6-week course, but you can kind of fit it in your week whenever possible. There are videos, reading materials, and quizzes all in your online portal. It's really easy. Time-wise, it took me personally about an hour each week to get the class done. I think I might have rushed through it a little more than some people might. I took Bradley with my first pregnancy, and that was a lot of information. And so I just felt like I already knew a lot of this stuff, and it was more review for me. The second part is that hypnosis piece. So what they are teaching you to do is to essentially hypnotize yourself and to relax every muscle and fiber of your body so that you don't feel contractions as pain. In fact, they don't even call them contractions. We call them waves. And they are normal. They are what helps bring your baby out, and you experience them as pressure or waves or sensations, but again, nothing to do with pain or suffering. And to do this, you listen to tracks every night. As your weeks progress, you will listen to different tracks. They are about 40 minutes long, and as the weeks progress, you will learn different. Found them to be so relaxing and beneficial. Even now, after this baby is born, I've been using some of my skills because relaxation and learning to be calm is a good skill for everyone to learn. The second part to the hypnosis aspect is your daily affirmation. You will listen to a daily affirmation track every single day. It's also about 40 minutes long, and I love this. It just gives positive affirmations for pregnancy, labor, and delivery, and it's just good to keep getting those in your brain multiple times to, again, kind of rewire how you view pregnancy, labor, and delivery. Do I think Hypnobabies was worth it? A resounding yes. The only semi-negative thing I can say was the time commitment was so much greater than I had anticipated. Again, for me, the class wasn't that bad. I banged that out about an hour per week. But the positive pregnancy affirmation is 40 minutes and the hypnosis track is 40 minutes. So that's an 80-minute chunk of your day devoted to this for 6 weeks, and actually a lot longer because you'd start a couple weeks before your guest date. The affirmations track you can listen to while doing anything. You can be driving and cleaning, and it can be background noise, so that's nice. But the hypnosis tracks, you need to be solely focused on that. You need to be in a quiet room, and in fact, it's dangerous to be doing other things like driving because you are hypnotizing yourself. With that said, I am obsessed. I could not recommend it enough. I both got my VBAC. She came out of the vagina, and I also did it without an epidural. Now, I can't say for sure that Hypnobabies got me my VBAC, vaginal birth after cesarean, but without a doubt, I definitely would have gotten an epidural without Hypnobabies. I uploaded my birth story on my channel, so I will link that below. It's part 1 and 2. My early labor was about 24 hours, so pretty long, and the waves or contractions were spread out, but they were pretty intense right away. And I remember thinking multiple times, if it weren't for my Hypnobabies training, I would be perceiving this as pain. And I would have been fatigued because I would have been wasting a lot of energy kind of fighting against him. But as you'll see in my birth story video, I had a great and awesome early labor. Even active labor was pretty joyful for me. My husband and I went out for breakfast. We went out for lunch. We walked around the Mall of America. And I just really used my Hypnobabies strongly. Like A student, got it down. I did everything I was supposed to do. During transition, and maybe even like a half an hour before transition, I completely lost control. I did not use my Hypnobabies at all during transition. I perceived it as extremely painful. It was 2 hours long, and frankly, it was horrible. And I just was in survival mode. I kept trying to go back to my Hypnobabies, but I just wasn't able to do it. And then pushing was, dare I say, easy for me. I didn't really perceive pushing as pain, and I think I only pushed for maybe a half hour, and that part wasn't bad at all. But I did it all without an epidural. And upon reflecting, I asked myself, you know, are you disappointed that you didn't have an amazing transformation, that you lost control and you weren't able to use your Hypnobabies? And that would have been awesome to have an easier transition, but I realized I would have never even gotten close to transition without an epidural if it weren't for my Hypnobabies. It just really let me have an easy and graceful pre-labor. I had an amazing time. I will link both my videos below. So I definitely recommend Hypnobabies. The time commitment was surely worth it, and it helped me to get this little peanut out as a VBAC baby and in a peaceful setting, and we have just had an amazing postpartum season. I will leave the link below to Hypnobabies. I am not sponsored by Hypnobabies, but the link is an affiliate link. So if you purchase anything from them through my link, it won't cost you a cent more, but I will get a small kickback from Hypnobabies, which I would really appreciate as I'm trying to grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below if you have any questions or if you yourself have experience with Hypnobabies. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and whatever your plans are, I hope you get them done. Bye, guys.
Ooh.